Good morning, everybody. Welcome again to my kitchen. It's raining out today. Today's an outdoor day. And I got up, had breakfast, and I started going through some things, some old stuff. And I found one of these, the plastic chip dish kind of thing. It was clear. So I was going to throw it away because I mean, it wouldn't make any sense to take it to a thrift store because they're like 50 cents or something. So I decided to make a daisy for outside by my plant table. So I spray painted it yellow, and all those nail polishes that I used last night, I put nail polish in the middle. And I'm like, that looks really stupid. So I'm going to take a Sharpie. I may paint it later, but I'm going to go like along these edges to make it stand out more. But because daisies don't have 4 petals, I'm going to go down the middle of each like that and bring it out so from a distance it does look like petals. You know, something along these lines here, like that. And I'll color this in darker. And from a distance, it will look. So I'm going to get to that. And so I'm not boring you to death because this is going to be a little time consuming. But that's all right. It's raining. What do I care? And I think I'll get a fatter marker. I have a bunch of fat markers. And then we'll see. I am thinking that I'm going to end up painting on top of the black. This is just going to be easier to control at first, but I may end up painting it because I don't know how the Sharpie will hold up with weather and stuff, because this is ultimately going to go outside. So I will be back in a second. Alrighty. Okay. I got started and I wanted to show you how it's coming along. That's pretty cool, isn't it? What I did was I just made that initial line in the middle, and I took the marker and ran it sideways along the inside edge this way, just like that. So it would be a nice straight line, and then just coloring, and so that it looks like individual petals. I did use the edge there, but then in between, that's the, see it? That's the whole thing. And I just widened the black up here. And it's starting to look pretty neat. So I'll go back. I just wanted to check and see how it was coming along, so I can see much better in the camera how it's coming. So I'll go finish this up and I'll be back shortly. Okay, I'm almost done, and I did just use a skinny Sharpie, and I'll do this last bit so you see it's just how easy it's like one coat. I'm like I said, I'm not sure how this will hold up to weather. I don't know if I have any clear, I don't think I have any clear spray paint, so I may, when we get a really nice day, go over this with the black paint. I mean, basically, because Sharpie doesn't really peel that I know of, unless you do that in the sink thing. But I think that's water-based paint. Regardless, I don't think Sharpie peels. So that actually looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Now I was thinking, how can I hang it up? I really like it. And since it's a little older, I'm afraid that it's brittle, so I don't want to drill a hole. So while I was doing this, I was thinking what I'm going to do on the back side. I have some liquid nails, and I used to get the big gigantic tube of this, and then I saw this is a little tiny tube, and I use it for a lot of things. So you don't end up with half a tube. And it's got this screw top on it, so it works great. And I'm just going to put it like that and let it dry. And then that's where I'll hang it. So that should work out pretty good. So we'll give that a little bit to dry, and I'll be back with you momentarily. Okay, and as they say, later that day, I put the end with the liquid nails up against where the hot air comes out for the furnace. Over here I have some ties, and I knew I had ties, so all right. So this is where this is gonna go, and let's see, make this so you can see what I'm doing. Get my bees up. Come on. It doesn't want to stay because it's a slant. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. So what I'm going to do is zip tie the back of that so it's like this. Let me pause it because the camera is just going to flip. I'll be 1 second. Okay, there we go. Now that is kind of cute. I really kind of like that. I think I'll figure out something to make us maybe a stem. And this needs something behind it so that you can see the letters better. I'll think about that. Maybe this just needs like a piece of wood that's painted. But I will think of something for the stem, and we'll be back at that in a moment. Actually, it's probably going to be a day or two before I think of something, but that's okay, right? Okay, as you can see, that was a fail. We had some wind last night, and my daisy fell. So what I did is I did try to drill, and I was right, it did, see it? It cracked, but on the inside where it's not quite as a little more straight, we did it closer in, so hopefully that will hold it. So since the camera won't sit on the tripod here because it's such an angle, I'll put that back up and then show you what I have in store. Just a second. Okay, that will work. I was thinking if I had done popsicle sticks like on both sides, maybe it would have helped, but anyway, this is good enough. It's like from a distance. I may paint, throw a little bit of nail polish on that so that it's orange too. It won't show up as much. But for the stem, since it's like it's a no-cost project, I found a green plastic bag, and I'm going to twist it and make the stem from that. And I don't want to use a staple gun, which would actually be the perfect thing, but I'm going to use wire ties and maybe go, it should really go that way. Maybe I'll move the little hanging bee, but I'll see how I can get it to stay up there. And we'll see what happens. Just a second. Okay. Okay. It's still like that. I tried the bag many different ways, and it didn't look right. I tried a rope. I tried a lot of things. And you know what? It's so cartoony that it just doesn't look right. So I may put a slat and paint it green or something. I'll think about it, but for now, I just relocated the spinner from the pot over there so that it wasn't just, it looks a little bit better. So I'll paint a slat green for a stem, but that's about all I'll do. But for now, I still like the daisy though. I still gotta paint that. I still gotta paint that tie because it's orange, and it really shows a lot. I could change it and make 2 holes closer together, and it wouldn't show as much, but I don't want to do it again. It's from far away. The farther away you get, the less you see it, and it's still cute. So I like it. So if you like daisies and you have a chip and dip thing, now one thing that I do know is a lot of like dollar store, I think they have one that has like 5 holes in it, and then you wouldn't have to split the thing in half, and 5 would look just the same. I mean, it would look good without having to make more petals, but I still like it. I like it. I like it. Last year I had a flag hanging from this, and that's just a pole with zip ties, but I didn't want to put a flag in this year. So in the basement was my bees. So there we go. I hope you like that. I have to paint this one, and one broke, so I have to fix that. But it's still only May. So there we go. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. And if you have a hankering to do like a little project, make some daisies. Make people smile. Okay? All right. Have a good day. And until next time, bye-bye.